About 16 days ago, Myles Garrett said that he wanted to be traded. He made it known that he wanted to be traded from the Cleveland Browns, and it absolutely broke the internet. It broke this channel, and it broke me, because I would have a fit if we could land the unicorn that is Myles Garrett. He then went to go on Radio Row, where he reiterated the fact that he wanted to be traded, and we made a lot of videos about how he could potentially be a Detroit Lion in ways that he couldn't, because we know that the Detroit Lions, to me, are a defensive line away from a Super Bowl. I think it's safe to say that. And that the Philadelphia Eagles, they're probably going to lose some pieces, but why would you not want to go there when they've proven that they could get the job done? We are still trying to prove ourselves and make our first Super Bowl. And he just came from the AFC team, an old team that, formerly old team that's never been to a Super Bowl. So it would take a lot to be part of the Detroit Lions, in my opinion. And we know about our general manager. He like to do a lot of talking, but unicorn. If you saw a unicorn in real life, what would you do? If you saw a unicorn in real life, what would you do? They don't exist. So that's how crazy it would be. That's how Myles Garrett, acquiring Myles Garrett is like a unicorn. Do it. It's like a pot at the end of the rainbow. Do it. You got to do everything possible to get that photo. Bring that unicorn here so that everybody can believe that you saw a unicorn, right? So when we saw Aidan talking to Myles, one thing that could bring Myles Garrett to Detroit is Aidan Hutchinson, to be able to play along with him and be, quite frankly, the best two pass rusher, the best duel in the National Football League at rushing the passer off the edge. There would be no doubt about it. Well, we've already seen Amon-Ra St. Brown shoot his shot. We've already seen David Montgomery shoot his shot. Well, Aidan kind of made a comment a week ago, and the internet was roasting him about playing with Myles Garrett and how he don't think it could happen and blah, blah, blah. But he was on The Squeeze, which is a podcast hosted by one of his friends, the Twilight dude, and I would assume to be his wife or girlfriend or something like that. Here's what Hutch had to say about playing with Myles Garrett.
Ask. I have a feeling you're not going to answer, but any free agents out there that you wouldn't mind seeing in Detroit next year? I did see a photo of you talking to Myles Garrett.
That's right.
NFL honors.
That's right. Hey, I mean, Myles. If me and Myles were to pair up, that would be deadly.
I don't know if you've seen anything like it.
I know. I was talking to him. We were at the honors, and we were just talking about what could be, and.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. I made a video saying that. I literally made a video saying that that's what they were talking about. Remember? I'll put it up here so you guys can watch it. It'll be right there. Right there. Watch it after this video, okay? But I made a video talking about that. You guys didn't believe me. I told you. No, I didn't have an inside source. No, that was all sarcasm and dramatic effect. But I was right. They were talking about what could be. Let me go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. I'm going to let him finish. I'm going to let him finish. Yo, let's go. Brad Holmes, I hope you're listening, buddy. I hope that you're listening.
Hey, I mean, Myles, if me and Myles were to pair up, that would be deadly.
I don't know if you've seen anything like it.
I know. I was talking to him. We were at the honors, and we were just talking about what could be, and although it's probably unlikely, I think I would be thrilled to play next to him if it were to happen. But yeah, our whole D line would be like just totally elevated, and we would. That'd be a scary defensive line, and we get along too. I think I've seen him these last few years at different things. He texted me after I got hurt, which I don't know, it was just a cool thing. Like guys outside of your own team who reach out to you. I think so. I think he's a good dude, and if he does, great. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. But that would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know how realistic it is, but that would be a dream.
We can dream.
Yeah.
I'm friends with an agent of his, or maybe she's a manager. She was there with him, and I texted her. I was like,
"Oh, right. What's her name?
Coral.
Coral. Yeah, I saw her, and she was talking to me about you at the honors. She was like, "Oh yeah, I know Taylor and stuff, and I was like, oh.
No, but I texted her. I was like, because I knew she was going to be with Myles for the night, and I was like, you need to go hunt down Aidan and make sure they become best friends. Get them talking. We need that photo together. Yeah. So it seems like she did her job.
Yeah.
So you really orchestrated that one.
Yeah. So if Myles Garrett does happen to go to the Lions, I'll take the credit.
I love that.
I like it.
And you know what? I will give myself credit, and then I'll give you credit after that. Absolutely. 100%. So Myles Garrett, when we saw that photo of Aidan Hutchinson, Jared Goff, and Myles Garrett talking, Aidan was doing some recruiting. Now, I will say this in all fairness, that Aidan was under a lot of scrutiny after the comments that he made. I mean, it blew up on social media. People were calling him dumb. I saw articles written about him speaking on the fact of Myles Garrett, talking about, and I think it was talking about the defensive line. He was talking about how, I don't know how you can have that many dudes and blah, blah, blah. So he could be trying to clean up that statement. And I think it could be a little bit of that. But at the same time, I think it's probably 75, 80% playing with Myles Garrett. Now, here's the thing. I wonder if Brad Holmes is listening to this conversation, because I told you before that Brad Holmes is under, and a lot of you people in the comment section, you guys are like, oh my God, are you talking about the best general manager in NFL? Somebody literally said the best general manager in the NFL, and that is stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. That's not what's happening. How we gonna have, just because he took a team from where it was to 15-2 with no playoff win this year, that means he's the best? No, you need a Super Bowl to even sniff that title. How can you be the best at anything when you're not the best at the goal, the ultimate goal? You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, you can be the best receiver on a team. You could be the best receiver in the NFL if the ultimate goal is touchdowns. If you know what? The best receiver in the NFL, triple crown winner. That's that year, that's the best receiver in the NFL. If you base it off the stats. I'm basing best off ultimate goal of a Super Bowl. So I don't know. Brad Holmes, check out his channel for an interview. It was okay. It was okay. If you want to learn some history about Brad, a lot of love for him as a man. And I applaud what he's done, but he still got work to do. And until we win a Super Bowl, that's what you will hear from me. Now, as far as Aidan Hutchinson trying to recruit Myles, get it done. Get it done. I don't know if he was trying to clean up his comments or whatever the situation, but get it done. This goes a long way because, again, what could bring Myles Garrett to Detroit? Aidan Hutchinson. Myles Garrett. He literally said, Aidan that is, that all of a sudden that they would be like the best defensive line in the league. A lot of this seemed like cleanup, but I'm going to give them 80% that it was genuine, and maybe 15, 20% was a little cleanup, an opportunity to maybe, sometimes you say one thing, the internet takes off with it, and you can't get that one thing back. So maybe Hutch was trying to clean it up a little bit, but I don't think he capping. I don't think he capping at all. I think that he would love this. Brad, what you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? We are waiting on something. Now, of course, it's not just up to Brad. It's up to Andrew Berry. That's his name. Andrew Berry, that they're adamant they're not going to trade Myles. I think they are, because Myles is not going to give them the option of trading him, meaning of not trading him. That's a no-go. I don't want to play with this team, and that's just what it's going to be. All right. So with that being the case, all right, Aidan Hutchinson recruiting Myles Garrett publicly, openly, and I was right about the picture. I was right. I wish I still had it, but it was all smiles, nothing but smiles as far as the eye can see. And Hutch was trying to bring Myles Garrett to Detroit. Now, he did say he don't think it's going to happen, pipe dream type thing, but first we'll have to give myself credit, and then we'll have to give Taylor credit, and then Hutch as well. So let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Hutchinson's trying to clean up a little bit? Give it a percent. How much percent do you think is this a little cleanup work from his comments before? How much do you think it's actual 100% genuine? And what is Brad Holmes going to do? We're going to talk a lot about Brad Holmes and the pass rush. That is going to be my number one goal. And if you don't like it, then you could go watch anybody else. Like, real talk. That's just, I'm here to do that. It's been 4 years. I've been semi-noisy about it, but now I'm about to be, you're going to have to turn me down. You're going to have to turn me down. That's going to be crazy. But Brad Holmes did have a nice interview on Channel 4 the other day, and he talked about what the Lions are, his future with the Lions and what he plans to do. So it was, it was all right. It was all right. I mean, he talked about how the off season is busy for him, that during the season, he does all his work during the off season. During the season, he just kind of sitting back, kind of keeping an eye on things, the fruits of his labor. But this is his time to work. So Brad Holmes, we need you to work, brother. We need you to work. And like I said at the beginning, if there is a unicorn, and you see it, don't just stand there. Take your phone, take out your phone, put it in photo mode, and take a bunch of pictures, and then try to get it. Somebody can take a picture with you with the unicorn, right? You can't let an opportunity like this slip through your fingers. The opportunity to pair Myles Garrett with Aidan Hutchinson is something you literally have to give 100% to. You cannot give 99.9%. You have to give 100%. You have to go beyond plus ultra for all my hero fans out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I know we can dream, but Brad Holmes does this. All my faith in him will be restored. Real talk, because this is something, there's so many things that Brad Holmes has done that he didn't do at first. He drafted a linebacker. One thing that he hasn't done is he has not traded first round picks for players. He has not done that. He has not made a big move in free agency, like huge unicorn splash. He hasn't done that. Those are the two things I'm waiting. And he hasn't addressed the pass rush properly. You can't say nothing about it. It's all in the numbers. You're just tired. Y'all know what it is. You're tired of me talking about it. That's what it is. If Brad Holmes came out and said, I didn't address the pass rush problem, you'll be like, man, that fool Derek was right, man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You calling cap on this or what? And, what do you think is going to happen? And did you see Brad Holmes' interview? Make sure y'all check it out. It was pretty good. Pretty good. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support you get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Or in some cases, you don't rock with anybody because their numbers are trash. They're trash. See, if you have a good thing going, you got a nice show, it's a real good show, you got a cast that everybody likes, and then you change the cast member, right? And that's the problem with a lot of these big shows. A lot of these shows you got a cast member, it's a cast member that everybody loves, and then a new season starting, boom, that cast member has been replaced, same name, and it's just, who is this dude? What is this? What happened to the other guys? We don't know. There's no addressing it. Maybe they make a little joke about it, or maybe your numbers suck. The whole show sucks because sometimes you got to do more than just talk football. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. I feel good. And as always, go Lions. It's good to take a break, man, every so often. Young Pop, stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.